Hey guys, it's niceeee, and I do want to apologize because I know that the lighting is not the best, and all of a sudden the sun went out, so I do apologize about that. But without further ado, let's jump into the video. So, we were all kids before, unless you are currently a kid, or you're some sort of alien that was born in some sort of way that you were already born with all the wisdom and knowledge that... Speaking of maturity, we all, or most of us, have grown up with then somewhat to a certain extent immature mind. Me, for example, I used to watch this show on Cartoon Network. It was called The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. If you guys have seen that too, you guys probably remember how the mom, whenever something bothered her, like one of her eyes would twitch. Well, I don't know what I thought. I thought maybe that was attractive, or I thought that that's what you did when you were an adult, or I have no idea what I was thinking. But I went to school and I was in like elementary school, so I was pretty young. I acted like the mom. I twitched my eye like this too. I didn't stop until somebody finally told me that it looked ridiculous, and I stopped doing it because I felt self-conscious. Another example of when I was being immature and stupid was when I was in elementary school. Again, I think maybe 4th or 5th grade. I was a pretty old kid already, just stupid. And I went out to the hallway. I specifically remember I went to go get a drink of water from the drinking fountain, and I pretended like I was swimming, but it was inside out, so the water was inside my mouth and not outside of me, and I was still trying to hold my breath, and then I started choking. One of the teachers were in the hallway and she just looked at me like she was ashamed of my generation. Another example, and I do apologize, Mom, because I sneakily did this one, but I listened to the audiobook because I was too lazy to read it. I listened to the audiobook to 50 Shades of Grey. There was this part that the main female character asked the main male character if he was gay. And basically, he gave her an answer of, "Let me show you how not gay I am." I thought somehow, just because she asked that question, he kind of had a point to prove, and their relationship went forward. Anyways, I found this cute guy on YouTube one day, and I was watching his videos, and I was like, oh wow, this guy's really attractive, he's really funny, he's really cute. I decided to comment on his video, "Are you gay?" Now that I think about it, and I look back at it, I feel so terribly stupid, because now that I see it from everyone else's perspectives, it's like me knowing if he was gay or not isn't significant, but I was trying to be like, oh, maybe this will stick out. Maybe he'll say hi to me. Maybe he'll have a point to prove and be like, no, actually, I'm not gay. Let me tell you how I'm not gay. Let's talk. Another example of my immature mind back in the day was when I used to talk to guys. And I used to text them a lot, and so we didn't get to see each other face to face a lot because, first of all, in person, I was a really awkward child. I still am an awkward child, but more so when I was a child. For whatever reason, I thought that if you texted them and they didn't text you until like an hour later, then you would have to wait another hour before you texted them because you don't want to look immature. But anyways, when I used to text them a lot, I used to ask them trap questions like, oh, what do you like in me? What do you look for in a girl? And what kinds of things turn you off in a girl? I don't know why I was so intrigued by that stuff, but I asked those questions a lot. Here's the answer though. After a lot of years of experience and stuff like that, I learned that I don't want to do that anymore. I would rather meet them in person, and because I can drive my own car and stuff like that, that's just a plus. When you get to know people in person, you don't even have to ask them those questions. Like if you just hang out with them and they like to continue hanging out with you, then you can automatically assume they like you because you're you. They don't need a specific reason like, oh, well, your smile's really pretty, or your eyes are really pretty. I don't know about all of you girls out there that might ask the same questions, but when I heard those things, they were very generic, and I was like, I think you're just saying that stuff to make me feel better about myself. But basically, I think that if the girl likes the guy enough, and if the guy likes the girl enough, she doesn't have to ask that. And through time, if he's still there, that means he actually likes her for her, and if she actually really likes him, she could be patient enough to find those answers for herself through experience. So here's the conclusion of my story. During my sophomore year of high school, I transferred schools from Colorado to Michigan. When I was there, I had a really hard time trying to bond and trying to find the right group to fit in, trying to find friends. I was also very awkward, so that might have been the thing, and I was kind of closed-minded, so that might have also been the thing, but I just couldn't fit in. I felt very insecure about myself, and I felt super low in confidence. I think that was the worst point of my social anxiety. There was this English class that I took, and we were doing popcorn reading, and I hated popcorn reading because you never knew when you're going to get called. Every single time I looked at a word and I tried to read it, I would just stutter. It was terrible. It was like my worst nightmare, and my heart started pounding real fast and I started getting shaky. So my point in saying that is that I would have never, ever volunteered to read. Never. Well, my junior year of high school, I transferred again. I made a bunch of friends that helped open me up, helped me get more confidence. I actually was encouraged by my friends to try out the musical and try out the plays that they had. I fell in love with it and carried it on through college as my major. So I am a theater major, and it's super neat because I feel like I've grown so much. I came in still a little bit of uncertainty about myself. I was still scared of how people thought of me or how they would judge me. But now I am so much more confident in myself, and I know so much more about who I really am because I'm not trying to figure out who I should be for other people. I am currently taking a mythology class. We were doing this role-playing sort of a thing where we would read for the characters of the Iliad. Never in my life, 5 years ago, would I have thought that I would ever volunteer to read. Well, I volunteered to read, and I felt so confident in myself, and a lot of the people in that class actually enjoyed it. Or that's what I'm assuming, because 2 people complimented me. 2 equals all of the class. I am so proud of myself for how far I've come and how much I've grown as a person, and through my maturity and through my mindset, how open-minded I've become. I'm so happy that I've grown into the person that I am today, and that links me on to my next point. I'm so happy for how we've grown as a channel. We are at 115 subscribers right now, and I'm not saying subscribers are everything, trust me, but all of you guys' support and your feedback, all of that is super useful and super encouraging for me. And it's what motivates me to continue making videos. And I know that I don't make videos very often, so I apologize that I haven't made videos in a super long time, and my last video was really poor quality, and this one's not even that great either. But I'm so happy that we are at 115 subscribers. I remember for the longest time I was at 25 subscribers, and I didn't think I would get higher than 55, but here we are. And it's so exciting, and I'm so glad that you guys decided to subscribe and join this journey. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, comment down below because I love having your feedback, and subscribe so that we can all grow together as a family. Have a great day! Bye!